You know, this before I get into the show, I was just so shocked and amazed at what's happening over there in South Africa. South Africa, in my view, is one of the most degenerate societies on the face of the earth. Here it is, you have a nation that was liberated by a consummate giant in the name of Nelson Mandela. And now you have a people that have just run amok. They've gone astray. They have lost their way, all in the name of freedom. We saw the photographs, we saw the pictures, we saw the video footage of young South Africans with impunity, unrepentant souls that march into a building, burn it to the ground, all in the name of self-righteous indignation. They were upset, apparently, because Jacob Zuma was arrested. And so in a cowardice act of protest, young South Africans took to the streets, vandalized, stole, all in the name of anger and frustration. But really, underneath it all is a desire for lawlessness. It's just an excuse to vandalize and rob people. They're not angry about Jacob Zuma. They're worried about their own stomachs, and they hide under the guise. They shield themselves against this thin veneer of self-righteous indignation. And they say, no, we are upset that Zuma has been taken. Well, he committed a crime. And usually that's what happens. When you commit a crime and you go to court and the court finds you wanting, they will throw the book at you, throw you under the jail, and throw away the key. That's how societies work. But here it is, you've got a bunch of South Africans running around their country like headless chickens. I saw a video just a few moments ago of a young black South African taking a selfie, a video of himself consuming a cake in a shop that he had vandalized. And he was eating that cake like there was no tomorrow. He was devouring that cake like an animal, like a beast. For what? All in the name of, well, we're upset that Jacob Zuma's gone to prison. Well, he did. He committed a crime. You do the crime, you do the time. How dare you, black South Africa? How dare you take to the streets and destroy public property just because you're upset? What you're trying to do is you're creating an atmosphere of anarchy. What society in the world would condone such foolish cowardice acts? South Africa, you need to get your act together. The rest of the world is watching you fall apart. You're coming loose at the seams. The wheels are falling off your wagon, and the whole nation is watching. And the rest of the world, the rest of the civilized world is watching at the same time. South Africa, oh, if you don't get your act together, you won't have a country left. You will only be a forgotten rumor. South Africa, we've seen the way you debate in parliament. You guys act like a bunch of clowns. Honorable Malema, sit down. If you do not sit down, Honorable I'm not going to sit down. I'm elected here. Honorable Malema, you guys are a bunch of clowns in there. How dare you act like that? What do you think? You think this is a circus? You think the rest of us we that are in Zambia and other parts of Africa, and indeed other parts of the world, when we see you guys acting that way in parliament, you think we're amused? We're not amused. We're disgusted. It's a miracle that you guys even pass your laws. It's a miracle. I mean, you show me one law that you South Africans have passed in good conscience and in a well thought out environment, and I will show you a country that's glued together with tape. Literally. Nelson Mandela, bless his heart. Nelson Mandela, bless his soul. If he were to be alive today and watch the way you guys carry yourselves, it would break his heart. It would literally break his heart. South Africa, get your act together. Get it together. Because listen, we're not going to be there to hold your hand. Yes, Zambia's got problems. Yes, Zambia's got issues. But we don't act like fools and clowns in parliament. You guys act like a bunch of orangutans in there. Goodness.